folks, Quilly18 here. Let's play some Dice a Million. This is a roguelite game about rolling dice. Just like how Luck Be a Landlord is a roguelite game about playing a slot machine, and Blatcher is a roguelite game about playing poker. It's a whole genre of games right now, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. I'm still trying to crack a win on the white hand over here, so we're going to give this a go. Most basic one, we start with a bunch of D4s and a bunch of D3s. Ooh, I like the mystery sack. Let's see what's in this baby. +1 roll, the silver stamp. Oh yeah, let's get the silver stamp. So now any die that rolls with the value of 3 in its face is going to be worth 20% more. That sounds pretty good, considering right now I have a sack full of D3s and D4s. That is all I've got right now. With this particular setup with the white hand, I get to roll 5 dice at a time. Or sorry, I have 5 rolls on every round. I can roll up to 5 dice at a time, and I always have 8 dice available in my pool. I've got 15 dice total. I've got 8 available right here. I'm going to choose the 5 best ones, which is going to be the 4 D4s plus the D3, and I'm going to roll those. Chukka, chukka, chukka. My goal in this round is to get at least 15 total pips. Now, I said I have 5 rolls. I only have 3 over here because at the start of the game, you have somewhat fewer rolls to start off with, but you have very low totals to go. You don't have to manually click all these dice. You can turn on an option to have a little auto select button, which picks the dice with the highest numeric possibility. This doesn't take into account everything that could possibly combo. You can't just mindlessly hit auto select all the time, because there might be times when you're picking something that doesn't on paper generate more value now, but may generate more value later. But here it was a no-brainer. I could do some reroll stuff, but I want to save this for items. Ooh, got a nice 4 on the D4. Excellent. So I'm over 15 here, but I still have 1 more roll left, and I'm going to use it because any money left over after your target gets added to your bank account here, your wallet, so that you can go shopping. After every fight, you do get to choose 1 die as a reward. I like the double dice. I think is going to do great things for us. Carlos's die here is kind of crazy. It's got 4 sides, actually. It can roll a 0, which causes you to get no money that round. Yes, it's got some higher multipliers, and the expected value is positive, but I've been punished by this bad boy before. The haunted die is enchanted with echo. So the haunted die is interesting. You roll as many copies of itself as hand size you're not using. So you really want to roll the haunted die by itself, and then it spawns a bunch of copies. Echo theoretically would double up on that, which is interesting, but I think I'd rather just play like this and, roll actual handfuls of dice. So here's the shop. I got 13 bucks to spend. I could remove a die, which we're going to want to work towards, generally speaking. I could open a die booster pack over here. So we don't know what we'd get. I think I'm going to buy the D7. It's common, but it's a 7-sided die, and it gives extra value to other dice. And that seems pretty good to me. I'm going to save some money for reasons. Let's go to the next round here. So next round target is going to be 50. So this is level 1. We're on phase 1. There's 6 fights, 6 rounds, and we do have a boss to fight at the end over here. So for next encounter, I got to get 50 bucks worth of pips. I do get 4 rolls on this one. And we're going to do that, including our double dice. So it's got a die inside of itself, and it self-multiplies. So if you rolled a 6 and a 6, then you would get 36. I rolled a 1 and a 4, which is pretty terrible. All right, there's our 7-sided die. So it rolls for its value, but then anything in its radius, there we go. Whatever I rolled, which annoyingly, oh, it's a 5. Never mind. I misread which was which. Hold on. What I could do, just to show, if I go manually confirm dice scores. Let me leave this on for a second. That won't auto advance. We can see the dice rolling here. So we roll a 1, a couple of 2s, a 2 here, a 3. Because this is a 3, it hit its 1.2 multiplier. Cool. So we can lock that in and get the money. And then, okay, perfect. You can see this die has the +5. That's the dice, the 7-sided die, right? Give extra value. So it had rolled a 5. So everything within its radius has this +5 value on there. So this D3 has +5 to its value. So we're going to roll that. And we'll see with the D3 right over here. It rolled a 1, but it's got the +5, so it's worth 6. Here it rolled a 5 and a 2, so it's going to be worth 10. Excellent. Lock that in. And then I'm out of rolls, so I've got to pay my boss at the dice rolling factory. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Okay, the fire die is worth a lot, 30 to 35 per roll, but it puts down fire that will burn other dice. Burned dice will be multiplied by 0. I don't know, that's pretty high risk. I could re-roll the dice with this. I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to skip this one. Try die is better if you're rolling fewer things. You know what? The fire die will carry us pretty hard early on. Then I'll be upset that it's there. I'm going to skip. I'm not going to add a low-level dice. Maybe I should have done a reroll. So we're in the shop here, because one of the things I don't want to do is remove dice. But, I'm going to spend 13 on a ring. So rings are permanent things. This prime ring is a ×3 multiplier to dice that roll a prime number on its face. So on its face means whatever it ended up rolling face up, as opposed to what its actual final value is. It's also gilded. The effect of this ring will be doubled. That's crazy good. We can take a roll of comp. +1 roll is amazing. And there's an odd ring and an even ring. I like them both a lot. I tend to prefer the even ring. Prime ring is... Sure. You're gilded. It's very interesting to me. I'll also do this dice pack. These are guaranteed to be enchanted dice. So the pocket pencil rolls. Times per multiplier to dice is point to. I don't know if it's guaranteed to point at a die. Maybe it is. And then loyalty, half the time goes right back into your hand. This double die can't be destroyed, which we may or may not care about. But a double dice I like a lot. Iron die, I don't know if this is going to be a huge deal for us. Admittedly, like, you know, the 3s could be prime numbers and stuff, but I think I'll take the double die. Although, both of its faces count for face effects. So it's got double the chance to roll a prime number? Obviously, like, the multiplied value is different. I think that. It might be a crazy interaction. Join dice. Okay, so these are two, basically 3-sided dice kind of thing that you roll. Well, there's 6 different outcomes you can get here. A 1, a 3, 12, a 13, a 23, or a 31. Some of those are prime numbers. 3, 13, 23 is a prime number, right? I think 31 might be a prime number. I'm not sure off the top of my head. This actually might work really, really well for us. Die of Fortune, right, can create a one-shot rare legendary. Ghost just applies that round. Mimic might be fun. Rolls a copy of every other die. Wind up temporarily gives us some dice. I'm going to save some money here. Actually, I can afford to remove a die. I'm going to do that. I mean, theoretically, no, I'm going to remove the D3s as being lowest value. And then I'm going to save some money because this fight here, this round, you always get to choose a die as a reward, but we want to add an additional reward. So I'm going to roll the dice. If I get a 2 and a 3, I did. We've just added a random reward to this particular encounter, which is better than no reward. All right, so if we auto-select, yeah, it'll choose that, which is going to be great, and join dice. And let's see if we get prime number. We got a bunch of prime numbers. Okay. Okay, that's really good. I'm going to turn off the manually confirmed dice score. We got our 7-sided die here, which is going to buff anything within its radius. There you go. Add an extra value, which applies right away and sticks around. Oh man, this prime ring is crazy good. Oh, everything came out prime. Oh god, this is amazing. Oh my god, this is sick. This is so good. We're already past our 100. We're just banking some extra money, extra spending cash. You can see one of these dice does have the extra value from the D7. That does go away at the end of this round. Like the end of at the end of any one particular fight, all that extra value goes away. Only rolls even. Well, that's not going to lead to a lot of prime numbers, but I think the double dice still sounds pretty good to me. Although the join dice does have a... Hang on. I think 4 of those are prime. And then our random reward is... I've never seen this screen before. This is our legendary die is a comic die. Are these cursed die? I think these are all cursed dice. So cosmic die, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. I guess we can roll 42. But extra value applied to this would be negative, and we are trying to build some some extra value. Diamond die, times time multiplier to everything, destroys itself if its face is a 3. When rolled, adds a hollow die to your bag. A hollow bag die has a value of 0, but self-destructs. Okay, I think this is probably fine. I could re-roll, but I get the feeling that regardless, we're gonna have a curse stuff, and this seems fine. Okay, the Matryoshka doll is really fun. You roll it. It only has one side. It's worth 2. But then you open it to the medium doll, which is worth 20. Then you do it again. It opens the small doll, which I think has a value of 50, and then the extra small one, which is like 100 or something like that. That does reset every fight as well, every round as well. But it can build up. The bottle cap is just heads or tails. Magic 8 ball. This is new. I just unlocked it last run. Every other die on the table will score at least 8. Also changes their face to 8 if they have it and they rolled less. It doesn't So it just sets a minimum floor for how much it can score. It doesn't set the face value. I think a lot of times this won't trigger because we got enough multipliers. Reroll. Another reroll for items is pretty good. This is cheap right now. Oh, rare dice boost pack. Let's get this for sure. Red Giant's interesting. So this starts with a face value 0. It doesn't actually get rolled. It has a face value of 0 right now, but every time it's within an area of another one, it gets a permanent +1 face value. So it can grow over time if we've got enough area stuff, which right now all we've got is D7, so I'm not convinced. There's Pandora's Box. So this is our first charge item, which you can see the charge on the right-hand side. Every time you roll it, gains a charge. So this is worth 0. Every time we roll it, we gain a charge. When it's fully charged and we roll it again, it would do whatever it does, which I have no idea what Pandora's Box does. I've never seen this. And then peanut, just a simple peanut. I also don't know what this does. I'm guessing something maybe cracks open a peanut later, or we can somehow feed the peanut to something. It's rare. Unless it's a joke item. I'm curious about Pandora's Box. I'm gonna open that or grab it and see what happens. We'll take the mystery sack. Ooh, enchanted die. Yes, I want that. Carlos's die. A granite die is nice if you do generate a lot of value because it gains double. But we're going to do the random enchantment, and then I'm going to start removing some dice. You have the lowest number, so we'll just do the D3s right now. And yeah, the cost of this does go up quite a lot. But that'll be the last one there. Save a little bit banked in case we can't make the thing. Oh, the next one's going to be a ring, which is a permanent boost. Might be a good one to reroll if we don't like. That's not bad. So first roll, last roll is probably better because we'll have higher multipliers to everything. I do like the free cards. I could reroll this, but I think last breath is fine. Now I have enough that I could just skip over this next fight, which would give me some extra stamp boost. I don't think so. I think I'll just take the fight. I think we'll want to bank some extra money. We're going to enchant one of our dice. Do I want to enchant the D7? Enchant the Pandora's Box. It opens. It doesn't destroy itself. It opens. It also enchants the double dice if I just hold on to it. I don't know. D7's okay. Let's see what happens if I enchant it. Can't be destroyed. I don't think that was very useful to us right now, but sure. Nothing was within the D7 radius, which is a little frustrating. Prime numbers, big numbers, and yeah, apparently put a hollow into our thing, so we'll see that come up. There's a hollow die. So yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just occupies space, but we don't have to roll it. It's really not the end of the world. All right, start charging up Pandora's Box. I'm scared, but okay. That's a pretty weak turn. Prime numbers, again, nothing's in the radius here. Be nice to bank some extra before we go into the boss fight. Oh, we get an extra charge on that. And last breath is going to happen here for the multiplier. Sure. We got the primes as well. Okay. Pay $200. Get a random die. Kind of like this. Okay, nearby die, extra value equal their face. It's better if you got things that roll high face numbers. But we've got a few. I think we do this, and I think we go for a value boosting one. Hourglass is interesting. It eats all your rolls, then gives you ×2 multiplier per roll it consumed. I don't think this combos very well with our last chance. Unbalanced die is really entertaining to me. We could get a pinata for just a cash injection. I think I'm going to remove another D3. I think I might just save some money. We'll roll one time. We're up. Wind up die is interesting. Double rings. No. Let's do that. Next thing has no specific reward. So we're going to roll the dice. I could skip, but no. We'll roll the dice. Should be pretty easy to get one of these golden chests. We just have to roll a 1 or a 2. We got both. We can only choose one of these. But there you go. This went from having no special reward to now having a golden chest. Go. Get a charge on Pandora's Box. Come on, D7. Good coverage. I got a couple of dice. It'd be better if you got one that had self-multiplier. That's what we really need. And this is here is going to give permanent value based on the face they rolled. This one here's got a +7 added to its base already. And yeah, so I don't mind this hollow die at all. It's really not causing issues. And this is our final roll, so we get the extra multiplier. Not bad. Pay that. Get a random die to add in. Granite die, okay, gets double the extra value. If we really think we're going to focus on things that generate value, which right now is just the D7 and the Psycho die. Psycho die does require you to roll. Like, nearby dice gain extra value equal to their face. The Granite die always has a face of 0, so it doesn't benefit from the Psycho die. So I think I might not do this. Do I want to re-roll these? Sure, let's use one re-roll. I don't think I care for the time die or the surprise egg. I'll take the pinata for a one-shot cash injection. Make sure, because why not? And an ink die. That's quite good. So every time it charges up, so every 5 times it rolls, it's going to give a stamp modifier to one of these. We really want this to roll more. Let's see. Remove die. We're going to a boss fight. We have to spend all our money regardless. This one is enchanted with Eternal. Rolls. Oh, dive die is really quite entertaining. And actually does combo nicely with the Psycho die. Because the Psycho die gives value equal to the face. No, I don't think it would work now that I think about it. Because this spawns an extra die with that. Granite die I think is no good. I'll take the +1 roll. Clone, charge. We've got 1 charge dice, right? Maybe, I don't know. Reroll doesn't roll these, unfortunately. I'm going to go and assume I want to remove another one of these dice. Reroll again. Stop offering me the granite dice. I don't think that's going to work for us. I like the mimic. +1 roll might be great for the boss fight. Plus we bank extra cash. May as well reroll again. We don't get to keep it. I'm full on these cards. Lucky blocks, casino die. I don't know. We'll roll these. I think the join dice are still good for us because I think you roll a lot. Red giant. No, we'll just go another join die. Okay. So we're going to lose this money. Go into the boss fight. The glutton. Right. So he eats anything we don't roll. So that's fine. Oh, the holiday sticks around from round to round. So these 3 are going to get destroyed, which is fine. And yeah, if you don't roll your whole hand size, then you get no money. But we're not going to do that. I will assume we're going to generate the +1 rolls over here, so we can go deep on this boss. There you go. Pinata got a bunch of money. Those things got exhausted. This is going to auto thin to our best stuff here. Yeah, we're going to get rid of a bunch of D3s. That seems fine. Crime. Everything keeps falling out of range of our freaking D7. I think one thing might have gotten in on that one. Let's see. Again, purge some D4s. That's fine. And this is going to add value equal to the face. Yes. Okay, that's really good on these double dice. They do actually roll high. Ooh, yeah. See, now we're going to have to choose to some real valuable stuff here. I mean, we're already past, which is good. You know what? We'll invest in the Pandora's Box name die. We do have 2 power things. Yeah. I mean, we're fine, so it's okay. Lose some stuff, but we keep some stuff. Sure. Pandora is nearly ready to pop. Okay. I don't know what the parody does. Don't know what that is yet. So next time we roll Pandora, it's going to open, whatever that means. And I have no idea. Well, it's going to happen now. So it's nice and green. It's our last roll. Electric ring. 2 fully charged dice at the same time. Oh, that's fun. Did it just lightning bolt stuff? Did it do something crazy? Oh, wait. We just got, oh my God, like 350k in this fight. Okay. So at the end of a boss fight, you get a performance rating, which gives you extra stars. Okay, it is actually crazy. Stars are used to buy things in the boss fight. Ooh, we've got some really interesting options here. Rubik's Cube spawns a lot of secondary effects, which actually does combo with the D7. They don't stick around all these extra dice, but they do get the D7 effect on that roll. I don't think I want Hourglass. The Pearl is pretty good. So every time it rolls a 4, it gives a ×8 multiplier to everything else on the board. It does then exhaust itself, so you can only use 1 per round, although we could potentially make you eternal. I think I like this. And then we get a golden stamp. I tend to just pick the highest number because the multiplier is more meaningful in that, but that's not actually always the case. All right, then we got to spend our stars here. So we can spend on extra dice, we can spend on extra rings, we can also donate it, which sometimes gives us stuff, sometimes doesn't. Ivory die is nice. Every time we roll it, it adds a stamp multiplier to that number. And, you know, it's a good investment for the future. Ink die is similar. Mega die. Times 4 multiplier. Oops. Times 4 multiplier to everything. And then adds a bunch of holo dice to my bag, which is a little annoying. Mirror cube. We could build up towards a charge thing. What do you have? Consolation prize. When you roll the lowest, we get plus 10, which is fine if you got a bunch of bottle caps, because half the times they roll that. I could bump a die. That might be good for making things in the radius of the D7. Gives 1% of the target pips of the round. Right, so if I'm trying to get 5,000 pips, then this will give me 50 pips for free. It's not the most exciting. I'll take the spring, and then you can see all the costs go up. I think I will get the ivory die. And then, do I get the mega die? I could add a lot of holo dice. I really do wonder if we get something charge-based, something boost charges. Or I could just do some donations and maybe get something decent. You have a maximum number of rings, but I guess we're not really likely to hit it. Tell you what, I'll do that because it might open up something useful. All right, we spent all our stars, so we're going to go to level 2 now. And I need 500 bucks over here with the reroll. Still fine. Oh, you roll the 4, so you're going to do the times 8 multiplier. Oh, yes, I can bump. So how does it bump or die? I click here because I kind of want to nudge you closer. Okay, it just bumps you in some way. We don't get control over it, but it still means if something's not in place, we can give it a whack, which did work out there. Okay, and then Pandora's box, yeah, just shuffles. Triggers effects and charge goes back to 0. No idea what it does. I guess I could have. Next time it's fully charged, I'll put the thing to pause at the end of the round so we can see. There's no reason to bump anything there because there is no possible bump interaction. This could, but it's actually in pretty good shape, so I'm going to not use it. That'll hit quite a few things. Let's slow things down. There's going to be nothing to bump on this one. Bunch of primes, lots of multipliers. Okay. This is our final roll. And the bump probably isn't going to matter, but there you go. Thank you for the money. And all I get is a die. Double dice, D10, plus 1 extra value per die on the table. This does flow into our we build more value stuff. I think this works well with the value. And then another psycho die? Yes. Let's lean into it. Then let's get a ring boost box and pick up every 4 rolls, flat value. Skip roll. Oh, this is interesting. This is if we don't keep rolling. Like if we've already achieved our goal, we could skip the extra rolls to get a permanent, for the rest of the game, multiplier in everything we do. The downside is we are setting us up to be a high value one, so I think we actually do want to use as many rolls as possible to benefit. I'm going to re-roll these. If you only roll 1 die, we're not going to do that. Odd numbers get a boost, and a flat number. You know what? We'll do the odd because we kind of want to optimize around prime numbers, and except for a 2, they're all odd. I think I might just save my money here. Probably be some other stuff we care about. I could skip. No, we're going to roll the dice to try to upgrade this gray chest to a golden one. There we go. We got it. Perfect. I need $1,000 here. I already have it, which is why I could auto skip, but I'm not going to. And let's roll. There's nothing to nope, I think we're good on this, actually. Primes, odds. Only roll the 3, but that'll do. There's nothing to bump here. Nothing's got an area. We're getting some pretty decent numbers. Okay. Now, there could be some bumping to be done here. Ooh, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as is. It's going to be pretty good coverage. Lots of things gaining bonus value. One of the dice by itself is worth 1.3k. This could be a nudge, except no, we're going to leave everything nicely clustered. Final roll. I'm going to call that clustered enough. Not a god tier final one. There you go. Pair 1K. Add a die, and we get a golden chest. Magnetic die. This, I think, is really good. It adds charges and pulls things together, which is going to make it easier for us to do overlaps. I know it's only a common die, but I think it's our best pick here. Golden chest, just 950 bucks. Really unexciting. Could get another magnetic die, and I'm actually wondering if that might be the play. I don't know if it's worth adding it. I think I do want to go and remove some more stuff, though. And these are more likely to be prime, but I don't think it really matters. And mostly we can get rid of the low number. Okay, I'm going to remove one more. All right. I'm not removing the holo dice because if ever I play it, it will go away. So it's not occupying my deck the same way as I might normally be worried. Yeah, there's not much to nudge here, and honestly, there's not much multiplier to add from this thing anyway, and it actually did reach everything. So, okay. 700 bucks by itself, not too bad. We got 2 dice where position might matter. If I nudge you, I don't know if you re-roll. So, I'm not going to. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. I hadn't actually quite realized. And then, yeah, everything gets pulled together. Look at that. Exactly what we want. In fact, I don't even need a nudge ring. We could consider selling it now. There's no nudging to be done on this one. Although, oh, no, I should have tried it anyway to see if it re-rolled the dice. Okay. I'm going to re-roll this one because it's too far away from this multiplier. No, it does keep its value. I don't think it changed. I think it just slid around. Okay, which is what I expected. But yeah, needed to test that. That was a pretty good roll. We got our magnet die. Multiplier. Oh, yeah, we don't need to nudge and everything. Oh, I say that. Hold on. The psycho die actually got kind of screwed out of the way here. Pay money. Get a die and something we don't know yet. Die of dice. This could roll huge numbers. This does help with building extra value. This can roll huge numbers, D10. But, you know what? We're going to get the paper die. I could trade the psycho die for an exo die. Oh, double the extra value of nearby dice. Yes, that actually would be wonderful. Nothing here adds value. The haunted die is interesting. Let's get ourselves a new ring. Haste ring, +1 roll. Each time a die gets exhausted, gain a random card. That's not bad. That actually would generate a good amount of cards for us. I also like the +1 roll, because then we can go really deep, especially if we were stacking value. I think I'm going to grab that. We'll take the mystery sack. I don't want jacks, so I'll take the highest value stamp that is presented to us. I think it's too expensive to remove a card. I'm not I mean, the Royal Earring's cheap. Let's do a little bit. Reroll on the loot, maybe. A paper die, no. Eye of Fortune. I kind of think I do want to get another magnet die. It's interesting that costs are randomized. Like, these two magnetic die are identical as far as I can tell, but this one is cheaper. Maybe with the charisma, there's like a random chance to get one that's cheaper. Ooh, transform. I'm going to take that one. It's quite expensive. Bling bling, spend at least 1,000 pips on a single purchase. Wow. Okay, we'll get a ring here for free. Even ring, I mean, it's pretty good. Hungry ring. Every time you draw a die that can roll a face of 0 or question mark, draw another one. Oh, let's do that. We'll draw super deep into our deck. I could skip this for an Excel boost pack. No. I think we're going to roll the dice. Hoping for the enchantment, probably. Okay. Could do question mark. I'm going to do for the magic room. So when we defeat this, we will get to enchant one of our dice, which is really powerful. I'm going to transform. Is this a D3? It's a D3. I'm going to transform this D3 into a random die. We got a data dice. 3x multiplier to other dice with the same face as this. So if other dice roll a 0, 1, 2, 8, 11, or 12, whatever this comes up with, I don't think that's going to be very high value for us. I don't think it's really going to combo. Ooh, I might have wanted to manually pick this D7. See what I mean? It doesn't, like, this doubling, I might be okay, but yes, I would have preferred the D7 here. Possibly instead of the extra die, because there's nothing to double for value. So that was a bit of a mistake. All right, that's in there now. Holo die there. Yep, okay. I definitely want to nudge the D7. There we go, better. Oh, the magnet effect sort of backfired a little bit here because things collided. But things are still getting some value. Okay, roll that. If we can nudge things towards the paper, that would be quite good. I wonder how much aim I've got for that. If I'd gone and nudged it around back, maybe that would have been better. Because this definitely didn't do what I was hoping for. Okay, we've got the Pandora's box. Magnet die is not going to matter because nothing's got an area over here. Okay. If I do this, I wonder if I can nudge it to end up there. No, it looks like it goes off in a random direction. The paper doesn't have a very large area. But it still gets some extra value. We got lots of rolls left. We're still doing roll multiplication. We got the magnet. Oh, yeah, I don't need to adjust anything here, I think. There you go. Everything's nicely clustered. Lots more base value. Huge multipliers, times 18. Love seeing that number. And then we got lots of rolls. So now... I think the magnet die is going to do better. Maybe like this. That really didn't help. Well, and the doubling does happen afterwards, actually. Okay. Pay 4K. Random die and getting to enchant one is great. Only rolls odd numbers. I mean, that was a bunch of these are prime. Or I could just skip the reward. No, you know what? I think I don't want more dice. I want the ones I've got to keep comboing. We'd add wealth to this perennial. Ooh, this is good. So only lose half its extra value. So if we can keep stacking value on this, it'll maintain it from round to round in a much more useful way. Magnetic echo dice, sure. Especially if you add the charge twice. Atom dice. +2 charge nearby dice, then exhaust. So this goes... Oh, it adds charges. Nearby dice. Maybe? Maybe this enchanted dice thing. What do we got here? Iron die. Doesn't take up any hand space, which is nice, actually. And might be worth keeping around for that. Eternal can't be destroyed. Loyalty, lucky 7. No, if anything, we might just want more of the doubling dice. Because it'll double its value that we generate from things. Do I get the atom dice? Fires off only once. I don't know if I've got enough charges to justify it. I do have a lot of money, though. I think the dive dice helps us. This one value. It does self-generate value. Which would then get multiplied. It can also roll a big number, which helps with the psycho die. I'm gonna hold off for something that's like feels really strong. Ancient die is nice, but I think it might be a little late for that. Another double. You know what? I'm gonna just pay to remove. And I'm gonna keep some money banked. I could skip for a dice boost pack. No, we'll just go for this fight. One magnet. Yeah, that seems fine. No need to nudge because there's nothing that has a radius. Guess I could have kept both magnet dice for a round when we had charges, actually. That might have been better. Skip the data. There's not much to double. We're going to do this. Hopefully they both go and give extra charges to Pandora's box. Although I don't know if it can trigger it this time because it's going to go to full charges from being rolled. And I think you have to roll it while it's at full charge. Yeah, this didn't actually trigger early. So that was kind of a wait. I'm sorry, 660 Wait, what? What? Okay. I don't really know what happened, but that was pretty awesome. In this area, boost that, double it. Hold you off. Get some higher base values. There you go. And some radius here. Go. And even the paper can get extra value too. Do we need to do any judging? I prefer you be into paper range, but I'm not convinced it's going to do anything. Oh, this is going to self-destruct because it did hit its top thing, but it did give us a ×4 multiplier. Oh my god, these numbers are actually insane. All right, so final roll. So we don't need to invest in doubling necessarily. It didn't overshoot Pandora's box, did it? I don't need the paper. I'm going to do this because maybe we can do an extra charge to Pandora's box. Well, not if you're way over there. There we go. That'll work. I wonder if there's a wiki for it and I can read what Pandora's box actually does. There's a collection page. Man, we have so much money. This is great. Do I add a die? All right, you know what? Let's see what we can do with this. And then we can grab more charge-based things, especially since we do have the magnet stuff. Reroll. Oh, I got to spend my money this round. Another psycho die. I don't... This might be stacking too many because they don't really boost each other, right? Plus 8 extra value for every die with a face equal to or greater than 8. We don't have that many things with a face that's higher. A stamp booster. 4. And can we get a... No. Auto reward next one. I'll probably bank the reroll. Yeah, we got to spend our money here. Wind up dies interesting. I mean, it is more charge stuff, and then it generates some dummy things. No. Ancient die is a little late for you, buddy. I think these rerolls are maybe getting kind of expensive. Choose face is fun. I'm not going to go hourglass. Laconic is good, but I don't care about it on this. Well, that is getting so expensive. 8 balls, no. More drag, draw, no. You know what? Let's just remove you. Mimic. Oh, I've unlocked the Mimic. Remove 20 dice in a single run. Nice. Let's just get rid of another D4. Never ended with this much money. All right, we'll take the draw because it's going to go away. All right, next. So, the even. He'll actually roll, I think, and become even versus odd. I don't know, maybe he's always even. But yeah, odd gets zeros, which is bad for us because we're very reliant on getting our prime numbers, unfortunately. What is left in my bag? Okay, this is fine because we grabbed all our stuff that can set up multipliers. Maybe I'll hold the X. Okay, let's do the D7, the magnet. Actually, you know what? I will draw because you've got a charge. We can do this, and then didn't we have something else with the charge? I don't know. Now I could choose a face, but well, honestly, if we're gonna choose a face, we'd like to choose the 7. I guess the earlier I do it, the better. Perennial. So I'm gonna use this on the Eternal to choose a 7. Oh wait, it's the other thing's face. It's not its own face. No, I was wrong about that. Ah. Oh, okay, the magnet still worked. You're gonna get lots of charges. And the XD right now, there's not going to be anything to double, so I guess we'll just do that. Oh, maybe I should have gotten the paper out. Yeah, actually, I should have gotten that started. Yeah, position doesn't matter, so cancel. You are going to get burned right now for the ×8, which... Oh, yeah, all the even dice just got effed. Rather, all the odd dice just got effed. This is actually going to be really bad for us. Huh. It's too bad I couldn't bring the money in. Pandora's box is going to be fully charged after this roll regardless. So, let's do that. Yeah, maybe we can nudge you to be closer to this. No, it didn't work, which is too bad. And yeah, all of our odd numbers go to 0! I mean, these have an equal chance to be odd or even. We're just getting some bad luck on that. I got 2 more rolls. I've got basically no money. We definitely want a Pandora. I think I'm fine. Pandora might have added a times 100 multiplier or something. Okay, we actually got there. In one roll is basically what got us to where we needed to be. Okay, last roll isn't going to matter. We don't have anything to charge. Okay, so just do that. Wow, that was very tense for a sec there. Anyway, I don't think we get to take our money with us. But the money gets converted into stars, which are used to buy some special boss-type shopping stuff. Pay that. Yeah, so we didn't overshoot by much. An ink die... Right, this is charge-based add stamp multiplier. His charges... Mirror cube better? It's also got charges. You know what? I'm going to do mirror. And do we roll a face value above 6 slot? Not really, no. Face values are basically capped at 6. So I'll do that. And what is this? Dice ring. Every roll rolls a die of dice for every 10 dice in your bag. Oh, that's actually really exciting. Oh, Deja Vu. I really like this when you got a small deck. It adds in multiplier dice that have already been rolled this round. Yes, please. That's the only thing I can buy. Could have gotten the fishing ring. All right. Phase 3. Things are going to get tougher. Yeah, I don't really need to magnet on this first round. Rolling the paper at least puts down some paper to get that started. I don't know. It's mostly centered. I think that's going to be fine. Actually, I don't know if the paper gets generated in a random spot or what. Big multipliers. Okay, it does get just generated there. Auto select. How do we feel about that? Again, set up for more charges. We'll set up with the atom die now. I guess I could have magneted as well. Let's go and hoping you'd end up a little closer here. So you're not going to do anything. And then you just exhaust yourself. I'm not sure the atom die was the way to go. It's fine. Really wanted to end up near the magnet die to get an extra charge. Oh, you might have still gotten it, actually. It's a pretty big radius. And yeah, the magnet dice are definitely doing great things for us to add this value. Doors box got reset. Double dice ready to go there. Multiplier. Yeah, sure. And yeah, I think the Deja Vu is going to do wonderful things for us. Ideally, if you could end up near one of the papers, it'd be nice. It's going to be a little hard. Huge multipliers. And yep, this is great. And I think we're fine without nudging anything because the magnet's going to mostly tuck everything together. Oh, we got the extra dice thing. Oh, the mirror cube triggered. That's true. That is something else that really benefits from the charges. Okay. If you auto-select, this is our final roll. So yeah, actually adding more value doesn't really matter. Yeah, just roll big. I think you'll get pulled in by the magnet anyway, but yeah, let's bring you a little closer. Constellation Prize is actually doing some things here. These are some big numbers. 20 times 1.25k. Oh my god. 144,000? No achievement for that? Come on. Ivory die. Yeah, sure. And then, ooh, rare dice. Incubus eats dice, but then gets permanent face value increases. Eats dice. How many eternal? We have a couple of eternals that wouldn't get destroyed because it's 10 face value per nearby dice, period, and then destroy them. It's not reliant on destroying them. But I'm actually just thinking about getting another Pearl D4. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to get the Enchanted Dice Pack. Okay, this gains double extra value, which is nice with what we're building. Laconic's also great because it's a free one. Echo's really fascinating too. I don't know, I'll take the granite dice. The problem with the granite dice is it doesn't stack with, oh, we don't have that one. There's the dice that gives value based on what was on the die, but we don't. Hang on, am I not seeing all the dice? Did it not refresh the ones that are that were exhausted until the next fight, maybe? Because we have something else. I'm confused. I might just save some money here. Here, we'll do a cheap reroll. You know what? I am going to get another magnetic die. Am I? No. Next round. Let's pay. Skip as well for the rare ring boost. 25k. You know what? Let's do that. Philatelist ring. Replace every dice reward at the end of the round with a stamps. Oh, just a bunch more stamps instead of more dice if we're happy with what. Free reroll on every end of round reward is actually kind of amazing. Radio Wave. When rolling a fully charged die, rolls a copy of it. Oh shit, let's do that. Now I could skip the next one, get an XL boost. I don't know, I think I'm gonna roll the dice, try to get this question mark reward. Let's roll one more time. Yeah, all right. We'll just do it as is then. I'm worried about skipping around and then not having any money. You know what? We don't need the pearled one yet. Oh, wait. No, I gotta set up with the paper first. Dummy. Not getting auto-selected because it's a really low value thing by itself. But it does start to stack some value. So, take that out, do that. Take that out, do that. Hope we land on the Pandora's box. Oh, it might have hit. I think it might have. I think I have a pretty generous radius. Okay, this is fine. And I mean, we're already safe, but let me nudge you. My hope was to get it a little closer to the paper, so it would pull things into the paper. But we still have the D7 that grouped everything up. Not the magnetic die. No, that's fine. We don't really need to magnet die for this one. And I guess we could nudge this and hope it landed over there, but it didn't. I don't wonder if I could have just nudged the paper to get it more in the middle. I'll have to try that next time. I don't know if the paper is nudgeable. We're nearing the end. What I want to do is probably not overshoot. Oh no, you're laconic, so you're a freebie regardless. I don't want to overshoot this, probably. But it's not going to happen here. And yeah, what I want to do on the granite die is I want to upgrade it to be perennial, so it keeps its value as much as possible. Last round, we don't have to worry about the value staying up. Yeah, that's okay. Do that. I think everything's going to get vacuumed in perfectly fine without me doing anything. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, yeah, huge stuff. Need more base value on that, but that's still pretty good. All right, spend the 40k. Things are getting expensive. Another D7 is actually very interesting. Because we need flat value so that we can multiply the value. I think I am going to do it. Another paper one. It is another way to get some flat value. I'm going to do it. I'm worried that I'm overfilling my pool, but equivalent link. Oh yes, everything with the same face. Sports band doubles the extra value of a die on the table. Oh, so I pick one. Okay, that could be pretty huge. A couple of different ways we can score this reward. I'm gonna roll again. I like enchanted dice. I think it's a really way to increase power. There we go. So we got one of the two. We don't need both. They're the same. So we'll do this fight. We'll get to enchant something. Yeah, again, let's make sure to get the paper. Okay, mirror cube, yes, we can prime you. Let's put you back. Let's put this back. Let's get a couple of paper dice. Keep the atom die. Try to get you more centered up. Okay, that didn't work. Sports band. Right, double the add value. Well, you've got some. All right, you got perennial. That'll be really good on the granite die. Again, especially if we can get it to perennial, but what we want to do is double the value on perennial dice because they get to carry it forward so much. Let's see. Let's cancel both of those and do this. Although again, Pandora's box is due to trigger regardless, actually, so you know what? Cancel. All right, Pandora's box is charged. Let's do this, bring this in, which will increase the chance that our granite die gets targeted by things. We'll roll. And I will nudge this. There we go. It's going to re-enter the paper. Probably going to get magnetized as well. And oh, you don't already have a boost. That sports band was wasted. Okay, that's fine. Although it is interesting, the paper itself gets a bonus value. So actually doubling that is really persistent as well, which I'm just realizing because it sort of counts like a die. It's really weird. Mirror cube is fully loaded. Put the dada back, take the D7. And nudge you to be closer to the paper or not. Everything's being deja vu'd. Sports band. I guess this, if it really does persist, it's actually really amazing. New die unlock, translucid D4. We rolled 4 4s in a single roll. Translucid. I wonder what it does. That's a big roll. Big roll. Oh my god. One of the dice is worth 74k by itself. And oh, fully loaded Pandora's box. You know what? I'm going to leave you primed and ready for the next fight. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You bring you in. We're going to double the granite one, even though it doesn't persist. Is one of these got the persistent one? But yeah, you get double your bang for buck. So the plus 20, it was 20. We're adding plus 20, which turned into a plus 40. So we tripled instead of doubling. Not the hugest round. Yeah, put back Pandora's box. Let's get rid of this hollow die. It's really not hurting us, but we may as well just get rid of it. Looks like plus 40 is the biggest number. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know if the paper benefits from multipliers, actually, so maybe I should have put it on the double dice. Yeah, because the papers don't get multipliers, so yeah. Actually, I should have put it on this one here. Well, live and sometimes learn. I have fortune, the ghost one, another magnetic. I don't think so. I could re-roll, but no, I think I'd re-roll. Things like this. Okay, I don't need to add eternal to double dice. I don't need to add eternal to paper die. I don't need to add echo to here. It doesn't do anything. This is a great use for a re-roll. Okay, this one is currently perennial. Could be wealth. Perennial is actually really good for us. Eternal doesn't really matter. Echo. Yeah. These are all kind of whiffs. Activated sex twice. I mean, they can lead to a crazy. I honestly think the data die probably should get removed at some point. Okay, I'm going to do this even though it's not necessarily that useful, but maybe it'll come up in one of our encounters. Another D7's very tempting. Okay, let's get a ring boost. Even face. I like the ring die a lot. Platinum. Point 2, additional stamp multiplier every time any face is upgraded. That seems... Oh, I have too many rings. I could trash a ring. And the radio wave's still really good. The only thing I see is maybe consolation prize. But a lot of our dice don't roll that many, like have quite a few faces. I don't think that's going to give much. Okay, I'm going to sell that. And I think I will get the dice ring. I don't know about more paper. want to get rid of a D4. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the next round. Next round is currently offering us a gray chest, which is bad. We could go and roll for a better one. We could also skip for a guaranteed rare or legendary die, but it would cost us 120. No. I'm going to roll the dice. That is the name of the game, of course. Well, the name of the game is not literally roll the dice, but do I want a golden chest or an enchantment? I think I want an enchantment because we could really do nicely with some perennials on our dice for the combo we're working towards. All right, Pandora's box is already fully charged. I wonder if it does like a times 100 multiplier. Do we want to wait until we got something else going on? I think I want the D7 early. I wonder, can you gain a charge on the same turn it gets spent? Let's do this, which will also help the D7. If you could, maybe I should have Adam died, but... And then, or do I want the paper? Yeah, let's do that. Keep saying, oh, I should get the paper going. Well, now we're doing it now. Right, and then we're also rolling the extra dice. Do I need to bump anything? I think I'm going to bump you. And we'll double your value. There we go. Yeah, times 100. And times 2. The Pandora, I wonder if it always does that, the Pandora's box. Wow, okay. Get 1,000,000 pips as a white hand. We got the spin top. And have at least 1,000,000 pips. We've got 6 million. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to rewind that part of the video to see what we just got. That's insanely good. Okay. We want the D7. Then we want the things that'll benefit the most from the D7. And the ivory die. And then, you know what? Just do this. We'll save these for the next big one. All right. Roll those. And, right, we always get this every time. I don't know if I could get you getting closer to the paper. We might, you're not going to get papered. You should get D7, but maybe if I do bump you, if it had gone the other way, I wonder, does it get pulled towards the mouse? Maybe it gets pulled towards the mouse and I hadn't noticed. Okay, you are in range of D7. That's great. Very important. Although the D7 rolled a 1. And yeah, we need to change the granite die is what we need to do. How do I feel about this? I think... Save that until 10. Actually, let me delay the mirror cube. No, that's silly. Oh, right. You're just laconic. Get some more paper down. All right, roll. We want some more flat value from the paper, then get multiplied by some crazy stuff. If I can get the paper a little more centered, it did not. And then sports banding, you're literally the only thing with any value right now. Pretty pointless going from 1 to a 2, but we may as well. There you go. You got some increased value because you were within radius of the paper, which is very important. Well, all right. I will mirror and that. And this. And then more paper. And then I guess you. All right, can't do anything else. Being laconic. All right. You, centering you up a little bit is going to be good. Yes. And then I guess I'll double you because it's got the highest number now, so why not? Okay, some of our multipliers are totally crazy. Yeah, let's get the charge on you. Let's stack some more of that value. A little moot for this particular one, but with one more reroll left, it might be worthwhile. Let's, you know what, you can be more, well, I thought maybe more centered up, but perhaps not. And then the sports band, double the plus. Did it double both? No. All right, not bad. And then just, that's our last one. Boom. And I don't know, W. And the mirror cube is partially charged for whatever the next fight will be. Oh, only 11k. All right, pay that. Get a die of our choice, which I think is probably going to get skipped. And then perennial. Yeah, see, that's what we need to add to everything. I want perennial on the granite die, but we'll take perennial where we can get it. Stamp this. All the money's going to go away. I think I'm probably going to spend a ton of money removing. We're going to move the D4. Am I still removing? You know, the Dada dice, I think, is not helpful. How about the rest? The rest seems pretty good. One argument could be, is it worth getting rid of something that's not 100% leaning into what we're doing? I think the pearl dice are good. Trigger the ×8 multiplier theoretically later. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how strong they are, considering with the other shite we're doing. I think the join dice are pretty good. I think that's pretty good. A bunch of these do exhaust as well. Okay. I'm not going to choose a face. The rerolls at least are still fairly cheap. See, the psycho die here doesn't help on the granite because it has no face value. Suit die, I don't think helps here. Oh, do we want to transform one of these? I don't know. Another D7, I'm not sure about that. Another granite die. Kind of have to get started in the first place. 184k. Raw. Oh, there we go. One exit die. Double the extra value of other nearby dice. Temporary little boosts. What's the boss's ability? Reduce the range of area effect. Charged dice cannot gain charges. Okay, that's actually very rude. I don't know what I'm looking for, but it feels like none of these. I'm gonna grab an extra roll. You're enchanted. Colonel, second die. D20. Could roll high numbers that get multiplied a bunch, but no. Choose a face doesn't really do much for us, does it? I don't think so. I do like the Matryoshka dolls, but I don't think for this one. Surprise egg with the wealth. No. I gotta spend it. You know, I may as well buy one of these cards. Wealth lucky 7, no. Because when it rolls a 0, it's really bad. Oh, wait, what? Oh, because I'm full of cards. Okay. I'm really tempted to remove. But what? I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep everything. I guess we'll see if we get a stamp we like. Oh, no, the stamps are good. I could have gotten that right away. I don't think we tend to roll higher than 6. The one exception would be the D7. Nothing else we have rolls higher than a 6. I don't know. I guess I'll get a 2. We'll see if we get a die we care about. Another laconic granite die. Okay, because it doesn't actually interfere, we will do that. Okay, next round, boss fight. The Hermit, who's kind of a jerk. We'll bank an extra roll. So we'll have 7 rolls to do this fight. You're going to be fully charged if I do this right now, regardless. Got a D7. Oh, I could have put the Exody back, actually, since there's nothing to double right now. you a little more centered up. Okay, that. We have no magnets, which is a little annoying. But do these to get some extra power down. Both the dice can be played as laconic. And then drop the perennial in here. Sure. You need to be next to the atom die, which isn't happening. None of these numbers are going to be terribly significant. It's too bad I can't bring my money forward. You've rolled before, which is nice. I'll still put that back. I don't want to burn your percentages. Ooh, where do one of you do this? And then maybe? Never get them centered up. Oh, right, they don't have a radius. Or their radius exists, but is microscopic. Oh, shite. Oh, right, and of course, we can't charge anything. Oh my god, so that doesn't do anything, that doesn't do anything. Yes, okay, I'm an idiot. Is it still worth putting the paper down? I don't know. The granite dice still aren't worth anything yet. Which isn't really gonna happen without a radius. Hey, hold on, is this boss just countering me hard? Could I just... I don't think I can bypass him. Hold on, how do I... Shit, how do I deal with this guy? Like, part of me is like, okay, yeah, we want to get some extra charges on that. Paper's still there. I mean, they have a radius, it's just microscopic. I don't think I can beat this guy. I think there's a retry, and I'm realizing now, like, okay, well, I clearly didn't understand something. So maybe I should retry, but I'm not convinced we can make it work. I mean, there's a little radius there that finally happened. We're still getting huge multipliers, but the problem is our base number is so low that it practically doesn't exist. What can I double? There. Okay, you're 90 base. We need more multipliers on you is what we need. I mean, we could do a big god roll theoretically still, but seems a little unlikely. And those still can't go. I didn't think about how hard this guy was going to counter us. Oy. You do have a good base number, and we're going to double or triple that. Okay, we need all the multipliers to land on this die for an impossibly insane number, which I don't think is happening anymore. Retry. I think retries the entire scenario. Ah, what a disappointing loss here. And yet, if I had blocked properly, what danger that boss represented. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Anyway, I think this is a lovely game. Folks, thanks for watching. Ooh, I do want to do a pure marble run at some point, which is probably insane. But it is entertaining to me, the idea that the marbles get stronger the more marbles. They're just one-sided all the time. But the value of their side is based on how many marbles you've got. And I think it says something like increase your chance of getting marbles as well. Yeah, well, there's another one. Increase your chance of getting more marbles. So there you go. We've got 2. We got 3. We got 4. I'm going to save for rolling the dice here. And getting any with 2 enchants. They're the same. Black knockout. Oh, see, I should really read his abilities. So yeah, these are going to be worth 4 each. Okay. Could use a reroll. No, we're not going to. No, we're going to use that for loot. Make sure we get more marbles. Or we just... No, we'll succeed. Barely. Barely. Hey, you. We're going to select another marble. And then... I don't think the Echo does anything. Although Eternal, I don't think is going to do anything either. But sure. Hey, there's no marbles here. Do I want to remove something? No, I think I want to keep using... yeah, I want to roll the dice again here. Well, the marbles don't... Oh, I don't have enough to roll again. That's disappointing. I'm not entirely convinced we're going to get there. Nope. Rip run. All right. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll wrap it up here. I think there's going to be some more Dice-A-Million in the future, though. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.